Hey, what up? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Okay, all right. What's up, everybody? What up, Wookie? How you doing? Good morning. Tom, what up? Long time no see. Glad you're here. Just drank a bunch of Mexican tap water yesterday, bro. I feel just wonderful today. You like playing some roulette with your health, huh? You're still down there? I mean, are you? Geez, you just live down there full time now? What up, Eddie? Good morning. Jim, Grizz, what's up? Wookie, you're 750 away from your first payout on Tradeify. Let's see if I can do it today. I bet you can, but don't force anything. Miguel, how you doing? Good morning. John, what's up? Loreni, hello. Okay, you said 23,290 could be on the table today. That's what, 120 points away? Sounds good to me. I would like to see some sustained selling today, a continuation, because a lot of times lately we've had that move lower one day and then the next kind of just erased pretty quick. So ideally, I'd like to see a pop that gets swatted back down. I'd like to see a shorting opportunity. Something like that would be great. Okay, let me get my bearings here. We got overnight lows, 23,334. Did I say that correct? 23,334. Yeah, 23,334. And on ES correlates with a nice 4-hour demand zone bounce there. And then let's see. Yesterday, a very solid day for me. Felt good to get back in the action with a few wins, about 650 on both accounts roughly. So 51,000 on Tradeify, 51,500 on my funded futures. If I could I tried logging into my funded futures yesterday and it was like, have me sign a new agreement, which I did. Yeah, see, and it's still making me do this. I already signed it and it's just forcing me to like, it's not like letting me into the back end because I want to check the back end and see. Oh, there we go. Okay, it worked. So let's see. What do I need to get a payout? I have 5 winning days of over $100. I have enough money in the account. So what I need is no single day can exceed 40% profit. So I just need to make enough money to balance out the larger winning day. I had a $1,100 winning day, so need to balance that out. What's up, Rue? Good morning. Victor, hello from Cyprus. Heyo. Nice, Tom. You have an apartment now? Okay, you really committed. Cool. Trading Academy, what's up? How you doing? Rue, I don't know if I said good morning to you yet. Rue, what up? Check in, how you doing? Trading Academy says 2 trading days away from getting 5th top step payout from 50K account and move to a live account. Wow. Amazing, man. Movie recap, what up? All right. Let's have a great day. We're off to the races. Rush, what up? How you doing? Have you tried Tradeify? Yes, I'm trading Tradeify as we speak. I have a straight to funded account that is at 51,000. So, got some work to do in that one to get a payout, but what's up, Jake? How you doing? We got Jake in the house. All right, well, through VWAP now on Nazi. Alistair, what up? How you doing? Zedia, you got a 5K payout with funding ticks. GG's. How do you like funding ticks? I've heard good things from Eddie and maybe a few other people, I think. They like funding ticks. Slow with payouts, like 16 hours, but it's so good. I mean, 16 hours is not bad. I think we got spoiled with like some of these faster ones, but 16 hours, like anything within, I would say 48 hours is decent, you know. But yeah, 16 hours, I would say that's pretty good. Eddie got his payout in 10 minutes from Funny Ticks. Okay. Do they do it through what's it called, like Rush or something? Is it the same thing that like My Fun Features goes through? Doesn't Apex have a super slow payout? Yeah, they're probably the slowest. But I know. Because they got to verify. They got to see your screen recordings. They got to know your strategy. All right, moving lower here. So, you know, I want to see a little bit more to the upside so I could short it. And now we're just kind of, since the open, sell candles. Got overnight lows again at 334. Sweep of that would be a good target for me if I was in. Yeah, Rise. So I think if you were already set up on Rise, then I would imagine it'd be faster. I remember when I did the My Fun Features payout, I think it just took a little longer because of my first Rise payout, but it was still pretty fast. So congrats to everyone on the payouts. Love to see it. Just remember, social media can skew it, but if you have got payouts from a funding firm, you are in the minority. What's up, Legsit? Good morning. Did some gold trading this morning. Thanks for swinging by to say hello. I'm next. I hope so, Eddie. It's been a minute. Would really enjoy locking in a payout here. You see any trades? Well, as I mentioned, I was looking for opportunity to short. There's a VWAP test right now, which could be a potential entry. I don't really like to trade this early after the open. ES is sitting on top of VWAP now. I don't really like that. But who knows? The VWAP projection could be it. I don't know. What's up, Ken? How you doing? So again, similar to yesterday, ES has Some relative strength here. NASDAQ a little weaker. Tom, your laptop died while in a trade. Starting the day off down negative 406. That sucks. Trader Fath, what up? How you doing? Cypher Tan, what up? How you doing? Yeah, if ES was mirroring NASDAQ a little bit closer, I would like this short a little bit better. What needs to happen for me to enter this trade? I honestly don't think there's an entry for me right here. I think a move lower to overnight lows looks very probable. I'm interested for a little bit more time to pass and more information from the market before I enter a trade. And again, I would like to see some a little bit more, well, I like these wicks here on ES. I like to see ES stay under VWAP. That would help. Gandalf, how you doing? Denver Trades, what up? Good morning. How you doing? Yeah, he is holding up NQ, yeah. We could easily get a little bit of a reversal here and grind through PDL there. Which is why I'm hesitating on taking any of this. What's your strategy overall? Scalping price action, supply and demand, key levels. Simple as that. You know, so we got some new stuff that just may get in the way of some decent price action this morning. So let's see. Don't we have something later today? Okay. FOMC. Just the minutes are out at 1 p.m. Central today. Minutes, not a crazy big mover always, because it's the minutes, it's not the actual, FOMC meeting. And then we have the Jackson Hole Symposium. I think it starts tomorrow. Starts tomorrow, I believe. And then Powell's keynote is on Friday morning. And that certainly should be interesting. Look at that. You see that? Volume transacted down there, 300 and maybe 60, 380, I can't see. Lots there, around 64.20 on ES. Good to see if this little uptrend can hold here on ES. Or maybe we just melt lower. Again, overnight lows is a great target. A sweep of that down there at the 34s. Angela, what's up? Good morning. Here we come. Broke that on ES there. Need to stay under VWAP. And it did that. So now NASDAQ can grab its overnight lows. Overnight lows on ES is this 4-hour demand here at 409. Still a couple points away from the sweep. Angela, yeah, that's Motive Waves, Orderflow, Heatmap. Yep. Grizz, you qualify for daily payouts now. Your dry season is over. Nice. Remind us the funding firm you're on. Trade Day? Is that it? Congratulations. Tom, nice recovery. From negative 406 to up 267. GG's. Nice, Grizz. What are my settings for it? I don't know. If you want to pause the stream, I can show the settings here. Can you read that? Is it large enough to see? That's the main Orderflow Heatmap settings panel. Here's big trades settings. Those are the two main ones. So it turned around without the overnight high or overnight low sweep, which is why front running those levels by a couple points can sometimes be the move. Now let's see if we can continue. Hey, it's just a little pullback and we get more selling here and get that overnight low sweep. It's a retest of VWAP there on ES. All right, Tom. Catch you later, man. Have a good rest of your day. More selling looks good to me. I like that entry, you know, on ES. It's right there at VWAP. NAS is simply just a trend line. There's the overnight low sweep, by the way. It could sweep it, and we could get a buy up. You know, if buyers do in fact show up. Dumbo, you're out at 2R, out of the charts now. One more day for the payout. Woo, nice job. All right, NASDAQ bleeding out here. What's going to stop the bleeding? We're coming into 300s. Wow, some great selling. I wish I could have pulled the trigger on something here. Still early, obviously. Market's only been open 15 minutes, so it's if you didn't catch any of this like me, let's just be patient. Wait for next setup. No need to chase this, that's for sure. Let's see what happens here at 6409 on ES. It's in a very good spot to watch here. See if we can find some buyers down here. Nice, Miguel. Wookie, just secured your payout. Congratulations. Do you need to wait till tomorrow to request the payout? I mean, I think usually you have to wait until the evening for the markets to close and then for it to update your accounts. That's just how it is on most firms. I don't know about Tradeify specifically. What do you use for overnight low and high? I use open, high, low, close indicator on MotiveWave, OHLC. Go into the lines and then you can enable whichever ones you want. So overnight high line, overnight low line right there. Just display those. Just make them look however you want. All right, here we go. 6409 on ES. 2 ticks away. Miguel, were you able to capitalize on that move down to your target area? All right, there's the perfect tap there, 6409 on ES here. So let's see any buyers showing up. Get a little bounce here. Probably scalp this long if I really wanted to. All right. It was just a really clean tap. I think a sweep under 64.9 would be more interesting. Make some rejection wicks here. Nice, Tom. There we go. Making some more moves under 64.09. Again, that's overnight lows on ES and 4-hour demand. Nasdaq almost down 1% on the day. Wow, sellers accelerating here. Momentum to the downside increasing here. Should have just shorted the open, huh? Then took a nap for 15 minutes. 20 minutes. Wish you had funded accounts for moves like this. That's when I like the Tradeify straight to funded. That's when I grabbed that one a couple weeks ago, just because I thought the price action might be picking up in terms of what I like to see. So that's why I like the straight to funded ones. Is if you want to participate in like the clean price action. Red. I mean, that's what I wanted to see, was some continuation of selling today, because we've just been floating, to new all-time highs lately, and that's not really fun to trade. So it's 23,200 incoming. This was a very quick 100 points. I mean, it happened, super fast here. It was essentially, what is that, 3 minutes, 2 minutes from 300 down to the 20s already, 12s. Very fast, large moves here. Look at the 15 minute, 5 minute. See those large red candles. Very nice. I think what I would have to do is just look to play a bounce to the downside. See if we can get a bounce up in the 60s to 80s, somewhere up there. I think I would consider looking for a short side move, something like that. I don't know if we can bounce that high or not. Wow. Okay. And this is really starting to look pretty heavy. These 5 minute bars are they're staying large, they're not the bodies aren't getting smaller, you're not seeing the lower wicks on them. It's just pretty heavy selling. Got another 4-hour demand zone to watch for. 63.80 on ES. Wow, chicken, well done. You caught move lower. Now you're officially green on the year after having been red since April. Well done. Way to turn it around. Yes, about to tap previous week low. What level is that, Grizz? What's up, Brandon? Good morning. $387.50. Okay, yeah. We turned around at 387 and 3/4. So missed it by a tick. Huge volume candle there. Could be a V trade coming, says Tom. Look at this, lots, man. 1,300 lots on ES at 63.93-ish. Yeah, 63.93. 1,300 lots traded there. Wow. Well, 4 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Then it'll be 30 minutes in. Nice job, Ken. Well, trying not to feel any FOMO about this. This is just pretty much straight selling. Let's see if we can push to 63.80 here. Still alive, your average height, but they call you the short king. I like that. I mean, I love shorting, so it resonates with me. All right, 23,200 retest there. All right, Tom. Thanks. We'll catch you later. For real this time. Yeah, still not seeing a whole lot here from buyers. Almost want to short 200, but it just feels like we've dropped so much. I don't really like shorting the lows after a 200-point move. But maybe I should. So on NASDAQ, on ES I mentioned this 4-hour demand zone of 63.80. On NASDAQ, next area of interest is just under 23,100, around 92. Finally, the 5-minute put in a little doji there. A little pause in the selling. A little breather here. All right, Grizz. Hope you got a bag there. Dan, did you go to college? Yeah, I got an associate's degree in 1 year and got out of there. Didn't go to your traditional 4-year school. All right, maybe we can get a little buy up here. I think it would make sense to Look for an area to short as opposed to scalping long. Associate's degree is often 2 years. I did it in 1 year, just 12 months straight through. That's usually considered like a 2-year degree. I almost want to buy it here, but it just feels feels a little foolish. I don't know. It's tempting me though. The Natural, what's up? Good morning. How you doing? We can get like one more jab lower that just does not reach the actual lows. I wouldn't mind that for a long entry. Okay, this is what I'm looking for here. I like this candle to close red. We get on down to 180 at least on NASDAQ. Okay. Watching here. Buyers can support it around here. No, it's just leaking lower. Alright. Maybe not the right idea on that. Selling is strong. So tap new lows there on NASDAQ. ES a couple ticks away. Okay, here's the 4-hour demand zone, 63.80. It's the next spot I was watching here on ES to the downside. Just to close your eyes and sell type of open. Yeah, absolutely. And I love shorting too, so I'm like extra sad that I didn't participate in any of that because I do love a good short. I really do. Nice job, Miguel. Nice trading. Looking to see if we can find any buyers down here, which we have not really yet. I mean, the selling has just been overwhelming. Just looking to see if far demand on both indices here can give us a little bit of a bounce. That's what I'm watching for. What's up, Parshop? How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. What did you do, Parshop? What did you do? Trying to say buyers in around 150 points. You heard it here first. Wait, are you saying you're looking for a 150 point bounce here? Is that what you're saying? You tried long in the bottom, Parshop? Yeah. Uh-huh. So I was thinking about that. I don't know if you were tuned in or not, but I was looking for us just to kind of put in a little bit of a higher low here, like around 180 on NASDAQ. I was looking for that to maybe hold, then I would try along, and it just melted. Dow turned red. I think the world is ending. Made a higher high on that low, so I was like, maybe this could lead to a huge wave. Yeah, I like to make sure that I like to look for one last test of the lows, and I like that to be supported. Then I like to pull the trigger, but yeah, it can happen. It's just the selling is just obviously very strong. VIX staying nice and elevated here. Says Skidabur, your heart is racing for the first time in months, up 250 points. Wow. I mean, that's a sick trade. That would get me pretty, that would get my heart pumping too, I guess. Honestly, it's a great place to take profit. Or at least partial profits down here, 4-hour demand. Both indices. Just bear flagging right here. No, Carmine wasn't short. He hasn't placed a trade as far as I can tell. Alrighty. Fire demand zone tap there on NASDAQ officially. Can I check the FTSE for fun? No, I don't think I have that data. MotoWave's not loading your Rhythmic data feed. I mean, I'm on Edge Pro X, same thing pretty much, and it's working, obviously. Yeah, I know FTSE is pronounced footsie. That's what they call it. Okay. More lows, more lows. No trades yet, Kevin. I wish I had shorted something. It's a thing of beauty. This is an awesome sell-off. I just wanted there to be a little bit more information before I, just hopped in, and then that information, man, it accelerated quickly, and I really saw a spot where I could get in on this. It made sense to me. Harsh, I've tried changing your your gateway to like a different location. Sometimes that helps. You're still having trouble with it. Flat ain't red. Feels good that feel good that you haven't blown any accounts. So many people get smoked today. Yeah, I'm not one to. I don't know. This kind of day, I think a lot of traders struggle with this something like this when there's not a lot of pullbacks. The pullbacks you do get, you're like, is that it? Should I wait for more? And it's too late. But I mean, I just love a good sell-off. I just wish that we could spend a little bit more time off the open, you know, finding some support, you know, check the offers a bit, and then I could hop in short, you know, somewhere closer to the realm of VWAP. That would have been a little bit of a easier setup, just because it's not like you don't just have to rush and get in. You can wait and then stab. Have you traded intraday through Corona? I don't know what that is. Stream is looking crystal clear today with quality and frame rate. Oh, glad to hear it. Knock on wood. You know, internet's going well. All right, maybe now we'll get a nice bounce here. Jacob, I appreciate the nice words there. Maybe I'll change the Streamlabs comment to be something less negative. But I definitely don't want people following me and then losing money. So I'm just trying to discourage that. I hate that I'm tempted to long. Generally not one to do to like be looking for the longs. I think you could just wait and look for a shorting opportunity after bounce. But I do like what we're doing here. It's just hard to want the long this after such a pretty solid round of selling. How am I doing today? I'm good, Pedro. No trades yet. Just being patient here. I think what I'll do is similar to earlier, around 9 o'clock, top of the hour here. Look for another, jab lower that does not reach the lows, and then maybe look to long it. So something kind of in around the 100 level on NASDAQ. If we could just get a little jab there and see buyers want to participate, then maybe I could grab that long. Still getting payouts from props. I've not had a payout in a few months here, so just need to increase my balance of my funded features to even out some for the 40% rule, and then I can get a payout. So I'm just trying to get some lock in some base hits on this account. Okay. Looking for a jab lower. you a fan of daily payout props, or you prefer the traditional number of days? I don't. I mean, daily payouts sounds way better. So I like that. I think more than that, I care about just the other rules, I guess. Like consistency rule, I think is a tough one. That's what I liked about Top Step is they didn't. I don't know if they've implemented one yet or they're talking about it, but the XFA didn't have a consistency rule, which is nice. So, you know, if this same account on Top Step, I could take out $750, which, yeah, whatever. But do they have one now? Trent, you've only ever used live accounts. You don't understand how prop firms can get away with denying you getting your money you've earned. Well, they have terms and conditions. That's how. Obviously, trading your own account is the simplest and most straightforward way to trade. And it should be the goal of every trader. I don't know if you've seen Blue Sky's rules. Even unfunded, you can do anything you want in its daily payouts. Well, that's interesting. What's up, Andy? Good morning. How you doing? All right, good little retest of these prior lows here on ES and NASDAQ. I'm a little tempted for the long, but Parshop, do you get on Blue Sky? Do you get charged every 30 days, even after the evaluation? Looking at their website now, it just says 154 every 30 days. Is that just while you're in the evaluation like everybody else? Long from 082, says Andy. Wow, nice. Had on a pullback. I don't know if I would, but I mean, I'm not great at adding, so it's hard when you're counter trend trading to want to add size to it. Yeah, Parshav, I was wondering if you pay every 30 days, even when you're funded, or if it's just while in the evaluation period. Because it does, the rules do look pretty good. No, only eval? Okay, so it's just like the other ones. So let's see, like 150K static growth account on Blue Sky. Profit goals 3,000. Static drawdowns 1,000. So that's where it's tight. You have to make 3x your drawdown. It's a good time to go long. I've been looking for it and it just doesn't seem that way. If we can, again, if we can put in a high or low here, maybe we have like a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders play out, something like that to the upside. But selling has just been very persistent. Launch plans. Trailing end of day. Okay, that's okay. I don't mind trailing end of day necessarily. So 50K plus is so 50K is $49 plus $100 activation. So $150 for a 50K. $3,000 profit goal, $2,000 trailing. 30% consistency rule in the evaluation. I get, honestly, when companies have so many plans and things, it makes my head spin. I like simple. That's interesting. All right, look and see if we can double bottom here, higher low on NASDAQ. I try the long here. Oh, they have like a part 2 of the eval. Can you get payout from it? I was wondering what Blue Live was. I don't like two-step evaluations. Wow, rare ES trade. I know. What am I doing? What am I doing on ES? Feels weird, right? I almost want to close it out and switch to NASDAQ. It's like when you're near an apartment building and you accidentally get off on the wrong floor. You're like, it's familiar but different. Something's off. Well, I don't know. I feel a little sus. This looks a little bear flaggy to me, honestly. I mean, it's just FOMC minutes, but yeah, I mean, dull price act. I mean, it hasn't been. I expected more dull price action today, and we've actually gotten very nice selling. I mean, pretty nice price action in general. How many percent do you usually risk per trade? I don't calculate it based off percent. Finally seeing a little bit of green out of this trade. It's been mostly drawdown. Doesn't really feel good. Tempted to close it out. Just really struggling at my entry to make any headway. Steven, you went to tilt and blew your account this morning? Sorry to hear that, man. We trying to buy the dip or what? Imagine you're trying to play the long side. Wow, well, finally seeing a little bit of headway in my direction in this trade. I wanted to close it out almost since I opened it. It's kind of been sitting in drawdown here, looking to see if we can bounce, and really want to see this close strongly here. think it's going to close mediumly. Yeah, that's an okay close. NASDAQ's not really getting off the ground here, though. What platform to use when trading multiple accounts from different prop firms? Tradeovate, it's pretty easy to do so. Like, I have Tradeify here, and I have my fund features here. It's like easy just to log into 2 different ones. How much am I willing to lose per trade? Well, right now I'm risking, it's like $600, a little bit more than usual. I usually like to keep it within 400. Oh my gosh, do we really only have 26 likes? That's terrible. I should just quit. Come on, guys. Hit the thumbs up button on the stream. Takes a second. Looking not so good right now. Alright, I'm killing it early there. Started to move a little bit where I had a little bit of hope for that trade, but nah. Selling is too strong. So $360 loss there on 2 mini contracts on ES. Yeah, there had been a full size stop out, so I think better bet is just to short the pops. Although that could, I don't know, for some reason I still want to grab this log if we can if that's just like a little sweep, that'd be pretty interesting. I think I'd rather trade NASDAQ though. Just feels more comfortable. Just looks, I mean, looks like we're just gonna keep going. 23K next. No, Par Shop, he's not in a trade. I think I'll only allow myself to try one more long today. No, I only taking one trade. Only one trade today. All right, there's a jab lower. 23K. Next level to watch. That's crazy. I'm getting so much spam comments constantly. Did I hop off the top step train? Yep, I did. Sellers are so strong right now, yeah. It's been pretty unrelenting. kind of want to short down to 23K. Just not that interested in selling these lows. Although any time previous, selling the lows would have been fine. JFath, what up? Taking one trade on ES to the long side and then killed it for a loss. There's a 3.5 point loss on 2 contracts. You're up 30 cents today, you're done? Let's not calculate the hourly wage on that. Nicholas, you talking about a short opportunity at 23,100? Yeah, there's no light at the end of the tunnel for buyers, and we have not seen any sort of anything from buyers. Profiles are brutal. You can see it cracking 23 and going to like 22.8. Wow. That'd be a pretty good sell-off. No doubt about it. VIX is staying elevated. 23K in sight. I mean, now we're only 37 points away from it. So we're just at 24K. Wow, I was out on vacation, weren't we? Wasn't that many days ago. Looks like what we hit it on the 14th. So about a week ago. Well, it's a new VIX contract for September. It's at almost high of $19 today. What props you currently have active accounts on? My Funded Futures and Tradeify. No more Top Step. I have like 150K. It's up here actually that I'm waiting for it to reset. Then I'll trade that. Top Step X exclusivity is kind of brutal, yeah. I mean, they're just making it so much better. Like the features, just so much better to trade Top Step X, even if it's not the platform you want to be on. But it's kind of like a no-brainer to trade on it. No GeoGuessr, Dan. I mean, markets price action is still pretty interesting, I think. So I don't want to. You know, we always lose like half the viewership when I do one of the Geo games, and so I don't really have the viewership to spare. You know, we only have like 100 people in here. Back in the day, we would have like 500 people in here, 400, and right now it's just like 100 people. So I'm not going to turn off 50 people by playing GeoGuessr. Ideally, I think 200 to 300 people usually makes the stream interesting. The chat keeps the chat going and stuff. When you get under 200, it can get kind of slow, just chat wise, and I don't always have a lot to say unprompted. So I don't know where everyone went though. I don't know if it's because of the internet issues I had back in June, July, or what. All right, 23K, here we go. So the break you took, I mean, that doesn't help. I took 3 weeks off, I think. I mean, it's summer. Summer's kind of dull in the trading world, usually. I understand people leave to other streams. It's fine. I'm going to keep doing what I do and not worry about all that other stuff. Man, I don't know. I think if I sat here for the next 4 hours, I'm gonna see an awesome setup. Do I think I'm gonna sit here for 4 hours though? Probably not, because you have to not get. You have to stay so disciplined throughout that time to not take any subpar setups while waiting for that A+ setup. Like right now, I'm a little tempted just to short this downtrend, and look for 23K plus. I know I still got the loyal viewers. I appreciate it. I like that. We have a lot of regulars active in chat. It's a good way to get to know one another and whatnot. It's an isolating field, obviously, or it can be. And the loyal viewers, yeah, they are Better than more of viewers for sure. Charlie, I haven't seen your name in a while. I don't know. Like when it popped, now that it's popped up, I'm like, yeah, I remember seeing that name, but I feel like it's been a while. Hasn't it? Still wondering what happened to Joe, Active Trader Society. Tom would know more, and he was here this morning. But he hasn't said. He said he hasn't talked to him since March or something. Some orders hitting the tape here. All right, well, I think what I'm going to do is wait for the shorting opportunity. So it might be starting to set up here. I like this break of the trend line. I'd like to see us get up to like at least 100 maybe. What's Carmine doing today? No trades, I don't think. Tech, you came to the right place. I may piss and moan, but I do it in a very chill way. There. I still have salads for lunch? No, I don't. Been having wraps lately. Make like a Mediterranean style wrap. Pretty good stuff. Dan's a rapper now. What's up? Dan make quesadillas for Chris's sake. I used to make quesadillas all the time for lunch. It takes like 3 minutes, you know. Just throw it on like a panini maker, panini press, you know. It's really good. I used to do that all the time. Eddie, you're one day into a 72-hour fast. Oh man, I won't talk about food then. I know what that's like. I did a juice cleanse once, like a juice fast. It's the most miserable I've ever been. I love food. I love food. Lauren says, my brother was looking for coding freelance gigs and asked me why there are a lot of traders suddenly needing coders. What's your thoughts on this and why this is happening? I think they're just trying to probably do some AI play there to try to find some edge. Maybe some sort of automated trading. I don't know. Grade's been hitting the gym 3 months consistently and then hard. Seeing results. Nice. I've been hitting the gym too. Definitely getting stronger. Feeling stronger. But I was working out with a trainer, and then he recently sold his gym, and so then I just started going to this just a regular large gym, and I had to get back into like a good routine. So yesterday I did a pull day at the gym. Not a pull day, a pull day. That's good. Feels good. Do you ever grab a guitar off the wall and sing a sad song when you're having a down day trading? Yeah, absolutely. For sure. You heard of E8 funding account? Maybe? I don't know. Like the shut-off dance shows the gains? It's not like show-off. I'm not at the show-off point yet, you know? And I just got back from vacation. I was eating good in Iceland, believe it or not. They have a lot of pastries there, and I'm a sucker for pastries, man. So, shirt stays on. Aaron, you blew up some Apex accounts yesterday. Stop was hit, but trade was still live. Oof, this sucks. Yeah, I've run into the same thing, especially copy trading with MotiveWave. The way I flatten it is definitely through Rhythmic because it'll work instantly. Cutting out the middleman, going straight to the source, but yeah, it sucks. I've definitely had some malfunctions that have cost me a lot of money. Like the one I think about is I got one payout on my funded futures, but I was copy trading 3 accounts and it didn't copy to 2 of them. And so like basically I could have had, you know, a 3x payout instead I just had a 1x payout. So that kind of sucked. This is a nice bounce. This is what I was going for on my previous long. This is like what I was hoping to see. So I did the long over here. It's obviously a little early, but you know, just looking for something like that. So now we're above 100 here. I'm just gonna wait and look for an opportunity to short. I think that's the move. At the order flow, you can see these got some large orders sitting there on NASDAQ. Buy side. What's up, Brad? How you doing, man? You had a good trade during news and wicked straight through stops, blew the account. Oh, was up $700 in trade. Break even stops pissed me off. Oh, dude, that would tilt me for sure. I hate that. Hate that kind of stuff. What was the news? Was there news? Microsoft thing or? So Kevin, you're new here. What is the heart rate monitor you're using? Like you want to know like what the brand is or like what is the purpose of it? The brand is it's a Polar H10 heart monitor, I think. And it's making sure I don't trade too much size. Yeah. Oh, not today, Brad? Okay, just talking about messed up brokerages. I gotcha. Yeah. Yep. So, nice little bounce before we got to 23K. I'm glad I didn't try to short the lows to 23K. That would have been disgusting and probably one of the only people to lose shorting today thus far. So I'm glad I didn't do that. You really see the selling down on the 15-minute. Well, yeah, the bodies of the candles definitely got smaller. We mentioned that earlier on the 5-minute, how they're staying pretty large on the way down. And yeah, we started to see some of that consolidation happen there for a while. This is futures, Ryan. It's in the title of the stream there. Day trading futures. I don't trade forex. Tool to use for order flow. I mean, I have Heatmap. And look at all those orders hitting at 75 there. You ever use MetaTrader? I did for my Forex video that I made many years ago. I used MetaTrader for that. I hated it. Yeah, not fun. Yeah, there's a lot of those brokerages. They just look so old school. Their platforms, like trading platforms in general, just like they're so slow to evolve. Like Tradeovate, I think made waves because it was like felt very modern. I think it kind of sucks, but they had some things right, you know, with how modern it looks and feels. But yeah, that's how you feel about MotiveWave. Yeah. MotiveWave to me is on par with all the others, like Thinkorswim or whatever. I think MotiveWave to me it's very simple and easy. It's not so old school looking, but it's not especially modern either. At least this version. I think maybe the newer version will be a little bit more modern looking, but. Disagree. TOS and TradingView are way ahead in your eyes. TradingView for sure. You know, the web-based ones tend to look more modern, right? Thinkorswim though, I don't know. I have it open right now, and I'm looking side by side with MotiveWave. I don't know. To me, MotiveWave is a little bit snappier than Thinkorswim. Are you still using version 6 of MotiveWave? Yes. I'm not gonna get. I don't like doing beta stuff for trading, so I'll wait for the official version. More indicator options. Well, TOS does have like all those people that code their own. MotiveWave doesn't really have as many users, But MotiveWave has some cool features that, you know, like this Orderflow plugin. I don't think this exists in Thinkorswim. And just like the heat map right there, it's a lot snappier than like, I know Thinkorswim has like Bookmap built in, but it's usually pretty slow, at least in my experience on a Mac. If you want something that looks worse than Thinkorswim, use Dash Trader Pro. LMAO. Sierra Chart looks super old. Yeah, Sierra Chart is a good example. Not you, Siri. Sierra Chart looks super old. Do I have L2 data? Not on here. But honestly, with the heat map, yeah, like I don't know. Feels like I have level 2 though. Made MotiveWave snappier by increasing dedicated RAM. Nice. Glad that worked. And this is a really nice spot. Like I don't know why we bounced where we bounced. You know, like I didn't have a key level there. There's really nothing that I saw for the long side because, as I mentioned, I was going for the long. Earlier, you know, there's a long trade there, which made more sense to me. It was right around the 4-hour demand, 63.73-ish. That made sense. But yeah, this one I didn't really see anything to take. Selling ES now, Charlie. Yeah, it's not a terrible idea. We aren't far from VWAP at this point. I'm watching Qs here. Qs are close to VWAP as well. Yeah, it could just be time of day. Yeah, for sure. All right, Q's hitting VWAP here. SPY, not far off either. Yeah, really nice rally. Agreed. Are you in a long trade? I wish. I wish, man. I will probably short here. Up at VWAP. It's a 50% retracement of the day's range. And assuming we get up there and assuming sellers show up, I will short. Yeah, ES is closer to VWAP too, so it's possible. It's possible Qs could also, NQ could turn around before we get to its VWAP. Let's get the 50% retracement of the session for ES. See how different it is. Okay, just above VWAP there. Purple line, 50% retracement. So let's see if we can find anything good. There's the ES's VWAP there. Lawrence, you have a Tesla short waiting around that level too. You're tracing to its VWAP area, so good idea. Cool. Like it. Look at that 5-minute. Just stacking greens right off the lows. 50% retracement hit on ES right now. 50% of the session's range. Looking for ES to come into this same levels of interest. 50% retracement and VWAP, so let's see. Also be interesting, VIX. Watching VIX here. Looking for it to bounce off 1850. Hi, Chester. Buddy. Oh, that's a good boy. He's so fluffy. Yes, good boy. Oh, yes. Okay, that's a really good 50% retracement hit on ES. Let's see if we can get a little bit of selling. It'd be nice if NASDAQ was also getting the same level. It's right at 200 here on NAS. Definitely been a bit of a challenge to remain patient today. Lots of movement today. You think too many Forex prop firms are launching futures prop firms? You don't know why? Futures has really gained massively in popularity. Forex is, to me, dying out from its, social media popularity. I'm sure in other countries it's more popular, but the US, I would say, in my opinion, Forex, I don't see a lot of it. It's definitely futures has overtaken it just in the zeitgeist, the trading zeitgeist. I don't see a lot of Forex like influencers in the US. And so I think the US market is what's more about futures. And so if you want to tap into that, that's what they're doing, You see day trading from a futures side will be gone in any amount of years, or do you see it being around for a while? I mean, it's going to be around as long as the market's going to be around. Do you think, maybe like the edge gets more and more diminished? I mean, the futures is already, it's a very difficult, but it's not going anywhere. Made it back all your losses of the year in a matter of 1 month since you applied Carmine's way of trading. Amazing, chicken. Are you using more Heatmap? Is that what you said you're doing? Heatmap as opposed to Orderflow? Do your analysis based off ES Orderflow I'm reading. Yeah, that's what I like to do as well. With the Heatmap, ES is helpful. All right, well, I'm gonna look for a reason to short up here. I'm looking at my my viewership chart on YouTube for today's stream. It's kind of both lagging right now, so we should get a pop in viewers probably in the next 5 minutes. Huh. Lawrence, you missed your position by 5 cents. Was it too late? Can't Tesla still get there? Do you think the prop from future space is starting to get saturated though? I mean, no doubt it is. But in general, that should be good for the consumer. You know, more competition, bring prices down, should keep them all on their toes to, you know, get better and better. So it should serve us. So there's a 50% hit on NASDAQ. VWAP right there. Again, drew this out a while ago as an area to look too short. Excuse me, getting a little restless sitting here. Interesting, Lawrence. This all sounds really, really cool. All right, here we go. Here's VWAP. Let's see if sellers show up. Come on. Gobble, gobble. Pac-Man ES eating its way through liquidity there. Haven't found the sellers waiting to reload yet. $6,400 on ES. I think we have some zero prints. I think 03. There's zero prints. $64 2 3/4 maybe. Gotta tag these 0 prints first. Gotta tag them first. All right. Considering a short here. Been waiting a while for this. Yeah. Gonna wait longer still, I guess. I would like to hit ES to fill these 0 prints. What's up, Gabagool? How you doing, buddy? Gabagool. All right, there we go. That should fill some 0 prints there. Looking to retest the overnight low? Yes, maybe, yeah. Or I don't know, we just filled these 0 prints here, so it could be a good short. We can get back under VWAP. What's up, Dan? How you doing, man? Yeah, this is an intense bounce, isn't it? So all green on the 5 minute until now. This should be the first red candle here. All right, got the 0 print fill. We're back under VWAP here. Doing fine, Dan. Took one trade on ES today to the long side just before the bounce, so I stopped out for $360 loss. Here's VWAP on NASDAQ. ES sitting on top of VWAP. Looking for a short. Where did our sellers go? Do they want to reload? What do you mean by zero trade fill? I'm talking about zero prints. Hang on a second. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot here. All right, I'm short there on my funded futures. Thinking about entering this on Tradeify as well. I could just be a little early on this short. Looks like I'm about to get stopped out here. All right, stopped on that. Guess I'm a little early there. Ooh, there's some large orders transacting. If you're asking about zero prints, I think Carmine has a great video about it, which I would recommend you watch. Somewhere on his channel. Is that a top tick stop out for you? Was it? Yeah. Yeah, right now it is. Ouch. Thanks for reminding me. Forgot it was a top tick stop out. That's all right. I was considering putting it above that wick. It was just, it was a lot of points to risk, and it's like almost 40 points of risk for that. Just felt like, hard to handle. Wish my entry was just a little bit higher, and I could have done that with a little less risk. See some back and forth here. Sellers and buyers with large lot sizes there. Gains Hunter, what up? It's been a while. How you doing? Stop out's looking worse and worse since we haven't pushed past it. See if ES can break through VWAP to the downside. It's just been consolidating above it, which I don't love. Man, I do hate that stop out there. It's a little annoying. All right, yes, under VWAP. See if that can hold. All right, chicken. Catch you later. You're not gonna be here Thursday. It's hard to short here because where do you stop out at? You know, give it like 40 points. I don't know. Oh, you got work tomorrow? All right, chicken. Well, have a good day at work, and I'll see you Friday. All right, guys. Catch you later. This is where I've been wanting to short, you know, for the last freaking hour. Just that stop out there really hurt because it puts my P&L to almost minus 1,000, and makes me question, or it makes me not want to put the risk I need on. You know, like I got to stop out. Well, I guess I can stop out above VWAP now. It's right now 40 point risk, which is $800. So kind of a tough spot there with those two red trades. Easier trade on Tradeify, which is 0 trades on the day. Put a limit order at 211 here. Stop above VWAP. There's a lot of meat on this bone to the downside. Come on. This motherfucker. Yeah, use code Dan for sure. They'll give you the best discount. That stop out is just fucking so brutal. How beneficial for the channel as the live stream? It seems irrelevant. They seem so discreet, like completely discreet, you know? I'm kind of pissed. I'll put an order on I don't know. I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna use the bathroom. We'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sucks. I started making educational long form videos again. I made a video at the beginning of August. That's not that long ago. Oh man. Alright. That's just so disappointing. Sucks. Look at a short 200 here. Privat, hello from Sweden. Andrew right here. Thanks, Andrew. Just feeling very frustrated by that stop. Literal top tick there. Just sucks. I should have just given it what it needed. That's, you know, that's completely my fault, of course. Why would I short? It was the top ticked out there. Right there. 100% my fault, but it doesn't that make it less frustrating, you know? Okay, I'm short here. I'm not sure we're gonna get the bounce of 200. As I mentioned, plenty of meat on the bone here to the downside. On my fund futures, I gotta make 50 points just to get break even, which is a bit of a bummer. I throw it on here too. See if I can do that. I'll target, I think, above 100 here. Maybe 111 for the target. Above 200 there for the stop. All right, let's go. Yeah, one's Tradeify and one's my fund of futures, Parshov. Yep. Tradeify, I'd like to make, you know, 600, 800 bucks, something like that. I don't need to make all the way down to 115. I just want to keep it nice base hits. Have a 20% consistency target. So really, what is that? Quick math, 30 points at 600 bucks. So really, I just need to target like around 40s. I don't use Ninja now. Did I hear In and Out is franchising? No, I did not. Is that true? I don't know if I want them to. I don't know if that's true. I haven't seen anything. No plans to pursue franchises or public offering. I don't think they're going to franchise. Why franchise now? They don't need to. They got all the money in the world. They can open as many stores as they want, be successful. There's no benefit for them to franchise, really. They obviously have the infrastructure, the capital, all the resources. But they do keep expanding east, so maybe eventually they'll get to Chicago. It's a 1 minute chart on the left screen. You know, the U.S. has more golf courses than McDonald's. I did not know that. Not a golfer. Oh, hit max loss on my fund of futures for the day. Daily loss limit, I think, is the correct term. It's disappointing because I think this short will make money. And that top tick stop out really fucking sucks. You know, that's an 80-point trade right there, just from my entry to the swing here. So, you know, what can I say? Improperly placed stop losses. It's a decent read on it, but just not the right placement. And so, what can you do? Learn from it. Here's 200. This would make obviously a decent entry here. I don't really want to stop out of this trade. I'm going to raise my stop on this one. A little bit of inverse risk reward on this. Marshall, catch you later. I don't know. I don't know if I'm cooked on this one. You wouldn't be short. Price is going to try to bounce from yesterday and today's drop. Find equilibrium before Jackson Hole. Well, I think a revisit lower would help it do that. It was such great selling strength that bounce makes plenty of sense, And now at least a move into the 100s to me seems very reasonable. Like, I know we got to 150, but closer to the lows. 100, somewhere around there. Honestly, I'm thinking, I'm a little tempted to, if we can get back under 200, I'm a little tempted to add a contract, tighten up the stop, and then just look for my 15 points. I think it'd be pretty reasonable to do that. All right, I'm going to do that. Stop has 21s. Just need 15 points here. Do you find futures have a better advantage than stocks since you don't have to technically scan for new tickers every day? That's a benefit, but I think stocks probably have better advantage, believe it or not. When it comes to purely trading. I think with pattern day trading rule and the prop firms, I think there is a case to be made for futures. There's a reason why I trade futures. There's some aspects to it that I think make it nicer in some extent, to some extent, nicer than stocks. But stocks definitely, I mean, there's a lot of edge in finding the movers for the day. Well, this might be curtains for me here today. Feel just very frustrated. Yeah, it's a daily loss limit on there as well. I'm just kind of pissed. Mostly the top tick stop out there just really cooked me, and then shorting under 200 just I feel like I missed the really good movement today, and so it feels frustrating to not capitalize on that, and then not only not capitalize on the good movement, but then hit daily loss limit on both accounts. So I feel very frustrated by that. So I'm gonna go get away from the charts, but I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. See you guys later.